Hi you guys, it's Sunday night. I'm doing my food prep and I thought I would share with you my very healthy, cost-effective breakfast I'm going to be eating every day this week. So just to go over some of the ingredients, I have Hy-Vee generic egg whites, feta cheese, minced garlic that I've had forever, and then Roma tomatoes. And I buy Roma tomatoes for this Greek egg scramble because Roma tomatoes are cheaper per pound. So, oh, and I also have a package of frozen spinach. I buy frozen spinach because it's more cost effective than buying fresh. Plus, fresh, you could buy like 5 pounds of fresh and it shrinks down to like 8 ounces. It's crazy. So, basically, the Roma tomatoes they were on sale for $1.28 a pound. Regular tomatoes were like $2 something a pound, so I got a pretty good deal on that. The feta cheese was $2.99, which is a little steep, but for 4 ounces, but it does go a long way, and it was cheaper than the name brand. So I also have the liquid egg whites, which were $2.58, and the frozen spinach was $1.29 per package. So, oh, and I have Cavender's salt-free Greek seasoning that I use for this. I use salt-free because there's salt in the feta, and I don't want to over-salt it. So, first what we're going to do is, you can either use butter or a little bit of cooking spray. Today I'm going to use cooking spray. My kitchen is a disaster because I'm moving, so I'm also trying to cook with one hand here, so probably gonna have to patch multiple videos together. So I'm just going to cut this tomato up. So I'm preheating the skillet. I put a tiny bit of organic butter in there. I didn't want to add too many calories, but I am using fat-free cheese. And the butter gives the egg whites a flavor that's a little richer, and I don't like egg yolks at all, so, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take half. This is a frozen package of spinach that I squeezed out. I'm going to take half of that frozen package and just put it in my skillet. And then I'm going to Tupperware the rest and save it for later. Then I'm going to put my tomatoes in. Oops, that was noisy. And I'm going to saute this on medium heat. You don't want to get it too hot of a skillet, because when you do that, it will kind of overcook your eggs. So you don't want to get the skillet super hot. If you use a cast iron skillet for this, which normally I would, you need to make sure you use at least a tablespoon of butter and really melt it all around the skillet so that you won't have a sticking problem. The key to cooking in cast iron is to use adequate butter or lard or whatever your adequate grease, I guess is the word. So while that's kind of stir-frying there and the skillet's warming up, a couple other things I picked up today in my grocery haul was this French Market coffee and chicory, which was $8.20 a pound, which well, for 12 ounce, geez, which I normally wouldn't do, but I was craving chicory coffee and I didn't want to go ahead and pay shipping on the community coffee website, so I just bit the bullet and bought that. I have my coconut oil, which is usually solid form, but I haven't been running the air conditioning that much. So it's, I think, about 73 degrees. It liquefies. I don't eat coconut oil anymore. I got so sick of it when I was on my fitness contest prep that I literally cannot get down coconut oil anymore. I've never really been a huge fan of coconut, but now I really don't like it. However, I do use it when I make my homemade deodorant, and I have a great recipe for homemade deodorant that does not have any harsh chemicals or aluminum in it, and that will be in my upcoming book, which is called, it's going to be called Broke But Beautiful. It's basically all my DIY things to save money on any kind of beauty or home products. I also have my honey lemon ginseng tea, which I really like, and it is caffeinated. I'm trying to kick caffeine apart from coffee and some tea, so I'm trying to get rid of Diet Coke again. I'm down to about maybe 3 a week. So yeah, I relapsed on that. Okay, so we're starting to cook a little bit here. And it is getting a bit hot in here, because I have not been running the air that much, and it's hot outside. So basically I just want to heat this through good. I don't want to really cook it too much. And now I'm going to, I've got to sit this down for a second. I've got to get some garlic on there. Which my garlic jar is stuck. There it goes. So I love garlic, so I'm going to put a crap load of it, probably the equivalent of 2 cloves. And I'm going to briefly kind of stir fry that. And now I'm going to turn down the heat to low medium and give the skillet a little bit of time to kind of cool off a bit. And there's my minced garlic. I love garlic so much, I buy enormous tubs of it. Now I'm going to get into the feta cheese, 4 ounces. They really make this hard to get into. And again, this is fat-free, but like most fat-free products, it's going to have a lot of salt. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bowl. I'm going to shake these egg whites up. I'm not measuring this very well. Normally I do a little bit better job of measuring, but I'm kind of in a hurry. I don't want to make this video 800 years long. So I'm going to pour out about half of that carton. This is going to be about breakfast for about 3 days. 2 to 3 days, depending. If you put bacon, turkey bacon with it, it usually will last me 3 days. I'm going to put 2 ounces of cheese in here, so I'm basically getting rid of half of this feta thing. And I'm going to take a fork and just kind of whip it around in there good. Kind of break up some of that cheese. Stir the contents of the skillet one more time. And now I'm going to pour the egg whites into the pan and the cheese, and I didn't do a very good job breaking that cheese up. Sun-dried tomatoes are really, really good in this recipe. Really good. So I'm just going to try to break this up as best I can. What I should have done was put all of this in a food processor or blender before I put it in the pan, but I didn't really think of that because I'm not thinking ahead today. But doesn't that look good? It's basically like a scrambled quiche. And now I'm going to take my salt-free Greek seasoning and just put it on there. and then you just scramble it and make sure you stir it frequently. And I will insert a picture of the completed Greek egg scramble at the end of this video here.